diet pills, romance novels, and even X-rated movies are purchased with government credit cards. Lavish spending isn't the only problem. New reports tell us that the IRS sent nearly $50 million of taxpayer money to unauthorized aliens. Mr. Speaker, folks in my district have had enough, and so have I. They work hard for their money, only to have a federal agency like the IRS run wild with it and offer no apologies. Every person of the IRS should be held accountable for their actions, and we need to put reforms in place to make sure that taxpayer money isn't misused in the future. And with that, I yield back.
The gentleman yields back. For what purpose does the gentleman from Oklahoma seek recognition? That objection, gentleman from Oklahoma is recognized for 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, the President decided to raise energy prices on all Americans, which adversely affects the poor the most, and he didn't ask Congress. The President decided to unilaterally reduce our strategic nuclear deterrent when more countries than ever have nuclear weapons. No treaty. That would require consent of the Senate. The President has decided which health insurance plans the people are allowed to have. The President didn't ask Congress, or the people for that matter. The list goes on. In America, we are either moving more towards liberty or more towards tyranny. Well, I think we should ask ourselves what tyranny would look like in the United States of America. An executive branch that picks and chooses which laws it wants to enforce. A judicial branch that would allow it to do so on grounds that the executive branch did not defend the laws in court. The legislative branch would have very limited power because they turned it all over to the President, and the people would feel like they had no representation. The President told us he was going to fundamentally transform America, and I think that is exactly what he is doing. I yield back.